Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? So, in for repair today, we have a Samsung Galaxy A50. What we're going to be replacing is this rear camera lens and this front screen, which is damaged. We're going to be replacing both of those today. And here we go, we have the parts. These parts did come from Mobile Centrics. Okay. And we just got the plain screen here. We don't have the full assembly. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's power this device off. I think let's remove the screen first. Not even 100% sure which way this thing comes off, and I'm not sure about the glass either. I don't know how the glass actually gets lifted out of here. Maybe like that. Yep. Alright, so let's kind of clean up around the edge. Most of the glasses, most of this camera lens cover glass is already removed. So we just have to remove the little shards and any little extra that might be left over. There we go. And there's, you just got to be careful if you're doing this. Make sure that you remove all the little shards, because that's probably going to be the biggest issue when you go to put new glass in. Because if there's any little shards, they just won't they won't sit properly. So just make sure that you remove all the shards from the camera lens. And if you get a good grip like I'm getting right here, then maybe you can remove the adhesive with the shards all at once, which will be nice and gives you a nice clean area to work with. Like that. So now we got a nice clean area. Let me bring that up into the camera. See that that's nice and clean. So now I can put the new glass down and adhesive it if it doesn't already have some. Right, which looks like they want me to remove this just to install this. So nope, actually we got two separate. So I have the actual glass here. Yep, so we're going to put this one back, which has the actual camera lens, and we're just going to put the glass in by itself. Let's get a piece of double-sided tape and let's see if we can get it inside here and just cut around the edge of it, and that way we got a nice hold for this new lens. I was going to use some B7000, but figured let's see if we can make a clean cut here with this one. I'm not being exact with these cuts as far as making sure that the camera holes are pushing through, so I don't have to be exact with it. I just kind of go with it. Just make sure that the camera can show through. If the camera is showing through, then that's all you need. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it has a circle right around the camera, so even if your cutout is a little bit bigger than the actual camera itself, it'll be okay. It'll still work out. So just make sure that you actually go wider than the camera, and that way you don't have to really worry about damaging the actual camera itself because you went around it. Just like that. And let me just do this other corner down here, and then we should be able to just kind of stick that camera lens in place and just let it sit. I don't know if I don't even really need and I guess we didn't get a clean cut around this camera right here because it's not wanting to lift out. So maybe we'll go with, maybe we'll have to even scratch this plan. We'll see as we get closer to the end of this thing. I'll be able to tell if we can make this work or not. And I'm just trying this. I haven't done this before. Uh, so I'm just trying to see how it's going to turn out. And there we go. We actually got one piece from around one of the cameras so far that I've actually cut out. And this one didn't really come out as good as the last one. And let's try to remove the last piece right here, which I don't believe I cut out all the way either. And I think that's, I mean, when you're doing these, just make sure that you cut all around it, because I think that's what messed up on the last one, was the fact that I didn't cut all the way around and I had one corner that was still held in there by some adhesive. So if you get a chance, just make sure you get that out, okay? And there we go. I believe I've taken them all out and they all look good. So let's go ahead and let's put our new camera lens. Okay, and that looks good. There's that camera lens. It's not going anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's throw that on the heater. Let's get our gloves on. And we're just going to heat that up a little bit, and then we're going to remove that screen and we're going to put this new screen in place. Let's... This didn't even come with double-side tape, so I think we're going to have to use some B7000 on this in order to get this screen in place. I don't think the double-side tape is going to work very well on here because there's not much corner for it to grip. So I think this is a B7000 kind of job right here for the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's remove this. Put it back on. Yeah, I think definitely B. Yep, B7000 kind of job. All right, let's get some alcohol in between this. Here we go. And the screen is still on. Yep, and there's no damage done to the screen. Trying to make sure that I don't damage it while removing it. It just, when I do it like that, I don't feel like I have to worry about anything being damaged inside the phone. Whenever I do damage something, though, I do feel like, oh man, oh, maybe something else might be damaged, but usually there isn't. I just get worried, because you want to do your best, and I try my best. Did that do it? Sound like it cracked. Yep, I think I just finally damaged the LCD. Just cracked it. I heard it crack. Like I said, I never change one of these with just a screen. Normally I get the full assembly. So this is my first time doing it like this. So you might, you guys might see other areas that I could have done better as far as how I'm removing this. If you do, leave a comment below. Tell me what I could have done a little bit better in order to get the screen off with no damage at all. Maybe there isn't any way, I'm not sure. But I like feedbacks. Two head is better than one, right? Yep, B7000. I don't even think there's any adhesive around the edge of it. Oh, so we still have to take the back off. So there you go. So regardless, even though I was trying to avoid taking this back off, I still have to take it off in order to get the screen disconnected completely. So still gonna do what I was trying not to do. And it's a plastic back, so you can be a little bit more rough on the back. A little bit. I'm just kind of slicing through it like bread using this plastic pry tool. Okay, and we have an antenna up here that's kind of stuck to the back housing. There we go, and we got that antenna disconnected properly. And what else is this? I'm not sure. Where did it come from? I don't see. So that might be something else. But for now, we got this back off, and you guys can see that. Okay, let's take off this mid frame. We'll put the screws right here. That way they're not too far. And this is a Samsung Galaxy A50, just in case I forgot to mention it in the beginning of the video. Samsung Galaxy A50 already redid the camera lens by itself, which wasn't that bad, just buying the actual lens and then double side tape and then getting it on there. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Could have used some B7000 or something like that. I still don't know where this came from. Looks like it ripped off somewhere here. I just can't see where exactly right now. Maybe right here. Maybe. Looks like over here. Like there was an antenna there. Okay. Okay, we got to get this SIM card out first before I go any further. Almost forgot all about that. Which would have ended up costing me later on as I'm trying to rip the board out. Probably damage something else. So we caught that. So that's a good catch. Let's go ahead and let's get that out. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, so we're back. So let's continue this repair. Let's continue. Okay, we have the back off. Let's disconnect the battery. And then let's disconnect the bottom board, the antenna, and let's see what we can find here. And okay, we still got another screw in here, black screw. Let's get it out. I think that might be the last screw holding it in. Oh, so I found the connector, and I've just been going all wrong about this phone so far. I mean, jeez. Like the screen literally connects at the bottom and I'm taking apart the top. Like, what am I doing? Alright, so let's finish. Okay, and there we go. Let's get this screen completely out now. And there we go, we have the screen out. So let's go ahead and let's inspect the edge. The edge looks fine. Nothing there to break. So let's go ahead and should we wire this thing through first and then now we're gonna peel this double side tape. Nope. Let's get our adhesive down first, and this is gonna give it some time to get tacky anyways, so it's better to do it this way. And because there's such a thin bezel around this phone, I'm gonna take my time running the glue to make sure that there is a lot. I mean, to the point that it's overflowing when I actually put the screen down. And that way I'm almost sure there's, you know, some glue there to hold this thing in place because I don't want it to come loose. And that's why I said I'm going to let it get tacky first before I actually go ahead and put the screen down, because I don't want it lifting later on. And I have seen that before. That's why I like to buy them with the frame already attached, which makes it a little bit easier when it comes down to repair. Well, a lot faster also. I mean, it turns this repair into maybe 15 minutes. Compared to right now where it might be 30. And then go ahead and put some more glue on the screen itself. And I do this because this is something that I do during woodwork, and I realize it makes better bonding as far as whatever materials you're trying to get to bond together. They bond together when you put glue on both materials. Prepaid connect. Yep. 129, man. Yep. Oh, something else got to be repaired. All right. No. Yep. $100. Yep. Yep. You're welcome. Bye. All right. Back to it. I got some double side tape that's hanging on over here. We'll peel that off. That's double side tape for the actual screen connector. Okay, and I'm just making sure that all the corners are sitting in place. There we go. Okay, and seems like we already got everything. Let's just make sure this antenna is put in place. Once this antenna is put in place, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the battery. Just connect to the battery again. And actually, you know what? Let's disconnect the battery. I'm going to clamp it for now because I want the bonding to start. So I'm just starting the bonding of the screen. And down here where I have this ribbon cable, like I said, don't, you know, if you haven't done these repairs before, guys, don't go around picking with tools like I'm doing, please, because I've been doing this for a while. And where I'm picking at might seem like there's nothing there and, all that stuff. I mean, the camera works, don't let the camera fool you. That's all. What they say, there's some kind of sanity behind the madness. Something like that, right? So yeah, so it seems like I don't know what I'm doing. And sometimes I don't, but right now I do. This is just a screen replacement. This is a very straightforward repair, for me at least. Okay, and there we go. All I did was just put some adhesive down, some double-side tape, just to make sure that this connector won't go anywhere, because it was already shifting as soon as before I was even finished, it started shifting. So didn't want that to happen when I put this thing back together. Okay, so let's remove these clamps for now, real fast. And let's put this back on. And once I get this back on, then I will power it on just to test it. And so there we go, we got the back on. I'm going to clamp it again. I'm going to use the bigger clamps to clamp all the corners now, because I'm ready to get this repair done. Prepaid connect. Alright, so now we have this all clamped. Let's go ahead and let's give it a boot and let's see what happens. Let's see if it turns on and let's see what happens. Okay, so there we go. It's turning on. You can see the Samsung logo right there. Yep, so you can see the Samsung logo right on the screen and it's looking great. And I think that's it, guys. I mean, I can go further showing you guys this, how the end result, but I mean, there's not much else to see otherwise from the fact that this is pretty much done. I mean, I have touch, everything is working on the phone, straightforward screen replacement. So thank you guys for watching. This was the Samsung Galaxy A50. What we did was we replaced the front screen and we also replaced the actual back camera lens cover, which is this part right here. Just the glass though. I didn't replace this whole piece, and you can if you'd like to. I just replace the actual glass by itself. But if you want to replace this whole entire piece, you can. I got both of them from Mobile Centrics, and it works great. All right, so thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.